I will approach her and say hello.
Well, she says, "Oh yes, hi, my beautiful Cheeling friend. I have something to show you. Come here, come here." And she'll take you by the hand and bring you back to her hut.
Yes, I will follow.
Okay. She says, "Well, I wasn't quite certain as to which colors to go with, but I think I think you might enjoy what I came up with." And she kind of scoots the kids away, pulls out a box, and opens up the lid. It's like just like a simple paper box, and inside is the silk dress that you requested. It's reddish and orange. She said, "Well, it looks like it's to fit your look here. I wanted to have something that matched your eyes, but I didn't have, some colors are more expensive than others, and red is actually made with crushed snails, and well, it was a little much of an endeavor, but I think you here, try it on, try it on." So,
I will definitely try it on.
um, it fits perfectly. Your new silk armor is essentially complete, and it's classy, it's tasteful, and it fits very, very well. Very, very.
I am impressed. And I suppose I will try to negotiate on the price, but I don't have any negotiations, so it might not go.
Well, she kind of Motherly Ling doesn't even ask. She's just like, "Oh my goodness, you look so beautiful. Look at that. I mean, you look amazing. I think that's my best work yet," she says, her hands on her hips, looking at you. So do you be like, "So how much does this cost?" sort of thing?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. And she kind of like, "Oh, I had I don't know. What do you think's fair? I just hadn't. I enjoyed doing it, to be honest."
To be honest, I mean, I, the player, have no clue how much it would cost. So Ning has no clue. I mean, Ning probably has a clue, but I don't.
Silk armor
Yes.
normally costs 30. If you'd bought it from me, it only cost 12.
But she kind of says, I don't know. I just I don't know. Well, tell you what, when you think of something, I maybe you can help do a favor in the future or something.
I will bow and accept that offer and promise on my honor to fulfill that request.
She smiles and says, "Oh, you're so sweet. I'm so glad that I have somebody to work with like you. She kind of like pauses for a minute. I always like to sew a little bit, but with having so many little ones to look after, I don't get too much time to work on my own projects. Mm, it might be fun to try on, I guess, make some new outfits or something like that. And you seem like the perfect model to show them off.
Thank you.
So maybe,
Uh,
well, maybe in the
I
future."
yes, I will definitely spread the word about you.
She smiles and say, "Okay, well, now I have to cook dinner. Hey, get out of there, you." And she goes.
All right, I will then return to the tea house.
Okay, and Lu Wei, are you there? Lu Wei, are you muted?
think he's gone.
Dang. Okay. Well, I was gonna. Shenglu Po, at this point, you actually. So where are you? Must be. I guess you're going over your plans, but where specifically is that?
I was kind of just wandering around, like taking note of the city. So I
Okay.
guess I just kind of could be anywhere, but eventually I guess I'll head home.
Okay.
Unless, did anyone else need me for anything? Do I have any?
Are you having considered picked up your stuff?
Oh yeah, I need to get my stuff. Yeah. Did you do the poisons yet? Also, your alchemist?
I was not sure that we were doing the poison, so no.
We're still doing the poisons.
Oh, that's even more costly.
Is there poisons in the book?
Well, there's poisoned arrows, so I'm assuming there's got to be poison somewhere.
Yeah, you can craft the poison pretty easily enough.
Well, I mean, I can craft medicine and quack medicine, so I assume I can I assume I can craft the inverse, which I guess is crack.
Sure. You can make anti-medicine, which is what poison would technically be.
Yeah, technically,
So-
I'm just an anti-healer.
I can ale what cures you. So, yeah, I suppose for good medicine and not quack medicine is kind of the custom-made poison baseline that you'd be operating on.
I guess he'll have that done on day 2 because he's busy with the explosives on day 1. And I guess I'll just use one of my rote successes on alchemy to do that. So that is costing me money! Hold on, let's see how many will that get you. Double check my numbers. Oh, wrong book. I swear I am looking. I can get you 1 bottle of poison.
I think we just need the one.
Alright, and I will also just have 2 bottles of quack medicine off on the side.
So the question is, do you create an antidote? Because I remember that was discussed.
I think we decided antidote was too risky, and that Shumei should be reasonably able to avoid taking the drugs owing to being very pregnant.
Works for me. It's not on my conscience what you do with the things I give you.
I can't shake the feeling that it's going to end very badly.
Okay. Well, the poison order has been, I guess, set for.
Set for tomorrow.
So which poison are we finally going for? The knockout or sickening one, or the pure death one?
It's up to you. The cost is all the same.
I think I left that to other people to decide, or rather, I
Yes,
was on the
oh.
side of the sickening one for Jan.
Death by diarrhea, which is a true death in this day and age.
Yep.
Oh, indeed.
So Shenglu Po, what sort of poison do you request be made?
Something that we don't want the fatal poison, so something that'll take him out of commission and probably leave him sick, which I imagine most poisons would, but not enough to kill him, so, you know.
Okay, so like a sickness poison. Alrighty.
Yeah, sickness or sleeping are kind of a combination, but not a dying poison.
Sure. Not something that's going to, the lethal side of things.
I thought about just getting one of those and then telling Shumei it's non-lethal, but I don't want to go on her bad side once she takes control of the gang. probably best to just stick with the plan that was agreed on.
So do they, so do you tell Shumei what you come up? This is the specific type of poison? Or do you
Sure,
just leave it as...
I feel like I should go check on her because no one else has. Yeah.
She is staying, I think, at the most... Did we say it was the alchemy? It was the most defensive building that we could come up with.
Is she?
Which could be either the mayor's house or the alchemist shop. But I think in this case, she's probably at
By the
the
way,
mayor's
has anyone
She's-
at this point told me about the like ruckus near my house earlier?
So you currently have her in the mayor's house, so I assume where she's at.
I don't think
Okay.
anyone's really gone around telling
Nobody
people
said
about the
anything.
ruckus.
Well,
The
I
guards
guess
seem very diligent about something about now, though.
so yeah, because if I'm going to the mayor's house, that's near where everything happened, and presumably the mayor is there to film. One second.
Okay, sure. But yes, Shumei is staying with the mayor then. I figured as much, I just couldn't remember. But yep, we put her on the map, so good. As far as like what she's doing, she's kind of actually rather nervous. She kind of keeps pacing back and forth, kind of keeps like drumming her fingers, etc. She's trying to compose herself.
The mayor's house is 2 stories, right? Or is it 1 story?
It's
There's a
2 stories.
theoretical second story, and I figure the second story is the most personal area.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where she would be?
The mayor tends to stick in the first room of the house, the one with the table, the dining room /
I
living
meant
room,
Shumei.
Shumei would stay where there's more people because, yeah, she's kind of paranoid. As would her people. So.
Well, I'll talk to talk to Tamara first.
Can I help you?
Did something happen? I see the guards are in full swing.
Yes, Eon has hired some individuals to come spy on us. Have the guards keeping watch, but...
Did you make sure that
small.
any of our plans were locked down and out of...
Well, there's not much you can do to hide a small mound of dirt.
But, you know, the stuff that our craftsmen are making, and the fact that we have Shumei here, if they had that information, any
Hiding
plan
it
we
would be
have
on
with her would-
Yazi. But if they happen to have spotted anything, I can only hope that our wolves track them down first before they reconvene. You could put your own eyes to the task if you want. They're a little bit skittish, though, so be careful. Was there something else you came here for?
Oh yes, I wanted to speak to Shumei and fill her in on how things are going.
Her ears perk up and she kind of scoots over and says, "Oh, what's going on?"
The poison should be completed tomorrow, and I think then it would be in your best interest to take it and slip out. Apparently there are spies about, so...
Yeah, I was worried about that, and I was worried of assassins too.
As long as they don't know you're here.
And as long as you stay close to me and the captain, nothing bad should happen.
Well, if I stay close to you and the captain, something almost certainly will happen to me in the future if I'm spotted. But regardless, how long do you think it'll be before the poison's complete? And she kind of winces when she's...
I imagine it'll be done fairly early tomorrow. Right? Because it was just going to be one of his rotes, except...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Among other things. But the thing about, well, Ryu is the one that's making it. But the thing about Ryu is that he's making it in the alchemist's lab, which is completely covered and surrounded. It's the stone
Okay,
building.
Yeah. So
It's also where all my guards are at, so nobody's getting around there.
good. So I'll let her know that when she's ready to depart, she can pick it up there tomorrow.
Okay.
Probably,
And
I'm
she'll-
guessing like around noon is a reasonable time to say.
She kind of nods and says, yeah, the longer it waits, the worse it seems to get. If I know Jan, I know he's scheming right now after seeing that egg. And I know he's up to something. I can feel it.
Now, what was your plan for how you were going to explain coming upon the drug?
I'll say that they occurred to me in a dream. There's no way that I could have otherwise found them. And that's true. I was indisposed at the time with, well, you know.
Yes.
So, Jan and I'm sure we'll get into it again, but after having come back and discovered them, I will be convinced of his idea to attack the town. I'll stay with Songwei as much as we can, to delay as long as we can to organize everything for the attack, and then I'll come down the mountain with him. And that's when, before or during, whichever, we can do what needs to be done, she says, kind of exhausted.
But yes, I assure you he will live. Although he may be ill for some time, he will recover.
She
And
kind of
hopefully
nods.
we will have dealt with Jan the Ugly by then.
Well, I guess what concerns me is that Songwei isn't dealt with. I mean, this could all just be for naught. Ugly Jan, I'm sure we could eventually will get his comeuppance, but it could be, I don't know, another decade, and then we're back of strength again. Where I'll be continually arguing against these sorts of things, but Songwei will insist otherwise. I mean, we can make him sick, of course, but I just don't see things changing unless she kind of trails off.
I know, but
I believe right now our hope is that without the influence of Jan the Ugly on him, perhaps he'll be open to a more diplomatic end to this conflict.
Me too. We'll see. But for now, keep your eyes open. I mean, he's not. If I know Jan, he probably has people going back to speak to Songwei, but he's probably up to something else. Just be careful.
I need to keep my eyes out for this, but I also need to finish the fortifications. Bare bit we could get done in this week.
Okay. So, while that's all going on, are you there, Lou? I think you might be muted.
Tor,
I am here.
Okay. Lou, after a hard, long day's worth of work,
Yay.
you are your muscles are sore and you're kind of doing your own thing, and you go back to your house and you see a rat that you have never seen or met before, kind of waiting for you by the at your door.
Oh, he's at my door. Okay, good. I was worried he was inside my house.
No.
That would have been concerning. Hello. Can I help you?
He kind of looks at you and says, "I know what you are."
Okay.
You used to be a slaver in Roljiang.
Yes. It's not much of a secret.
Well, how would How'd you like to make a lot of money?
How much money?
You're not a very creative type, but how about, I don't know, 1,000?
That's a lot of money.
Of course it is. It's a lot of money to be had with certain people, especially those that used to work in your profession, so to speak.
Very much so.
You know, there's a lot of strange foreigners outside and onto their strange barbarian continent that are just hungry for slaves. I'm sure you know.
I very much understand.
So, I should ask you, what exactly do you want out of life? Do you want to stay here digging ditches for some small podunk dirt farming village? Or would you like to come onto the winning side and make thousands and thousands of buquan?
But it's nice here. They have a cute girl at the inn. And they have very, very good noodles.
Oh, is it sex you want? That's easily enough acquired. Is it food? Pah. There's tons of things that you could eat, even from other continents. Come on, use your head. You have to realize how stupid this is.
I'm not stupid.
Oh no, I never
I'm
said
really angry.
But you have to realize, no doubt there's what's gonna come and what's going to happen.
Sorry
All you
to cut
have
out
to
there for me. So,
Oh, you have to realize what's about to happen, what's going to happen.
yeah, some very mean people are going to attack.
That's right. And every single person here is going to be a slave, yourself included.
I'm no slave. I'm not going to be a slave. I'll never be a slave. I make slaves, but I'm not one.
Well, then, if you make slaves, then you should come for those who would stand by to profit with your skill and your abilities. Don't you miss your good old days? Don't you miss the respect?
That was fun. Lots of drink. Lots of food.
Then you should come with me. Got some lovely people for you to meet.
But I need to go to the doctor tomorrow because I'm not feeling well.
Ah, is that all? We could probably get you some medicine if that's what you need. These offers, they don't last forever, and you'd be a fool to throw away such a generous offer.
Where do you want me to go?
Just come with me. You'll be able to meet some like-minded people. We'll have you speak with Jan. He'll treat you like a prince.
He'll treat me like what?
He'll treat you like a prince. As for your little girlfriend, I'm sure we could collect her after the battle's won, of course, and she could do, well, whatever it is you want her to do. She seems like somebody that has quite the attitude problem. I'm sure you can find ways to calm her down.
The way just looks really confused and, girlfriend? I have a girlfriend?
That otter girl, you handsome, intelligent man.
He's trying so hard not to say anything insulting. He's a hero in his own right.
The way it just gets even more confused and like, she's my girlfriend? He really doesn't know.
So how about it, Luwei? Come on over.
Okay, but I'll first have to talk to Tamra.
Oh, there's no time for that. We have to go now.
No, just grab his arm and go. Okay, first of all, I have to go tell Tamra that I'm leaving and where I'll be, so they won't get worried. And I start walking towards the to Tamra's house.
Okay. Do you are you still holding him or
Yes,
what?
I am physically taking him with me.
No, I'm sure it's too late right now for her. She's probably gone to bed. Come on, we have to go. Let me go.
No, Tamra always has time for me. Tamra likes me.
I like you too. There's a lot of people that like you. Come on, let me go.
And nope, I am just continuing to drag him all the way down.
Okay. Well, when you get to the door, he's like, "Listen here, you stupid piece of human garbage. Let me go, or I'll slit your throat. Let go."
Human, those are fighting words.
Or
Those are
tiger
indeed
garbage. You striped idiot.
Okay, that would push Lue over the edge, though. He does not like those words. So I would like to initiate combat here.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna risk rolling for it.
Okay, go for it.
Two successes! Huzzah! I half focus. Where would we be? So
He has focus too.
Oh, that's not good. We're in front of Tamra's house.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the mayor's estate? There's the mayor's estate. I'm gonna have to move icons around. I don't know where his icon is.
We're gonna have him not have one for now, but yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Very abstraction.
Either way, where is it? I need to get in the book here real quick. Would be nice if the PDF loads quicker. There we go. Okay, I am going to attack him.
Okay. He's going to attempt to counter you.
And I will guard, aim, and attack. And before I launch my attack, I will attempt a knockout strike.
Okay.
And I will use my claws for this. Yeah, my claws. And my improved strength and my aiming. So yeah, knockout strike. Here I come. Oh, he needs to beat a 12 and an 11
He don't.
and a 4. So that's 1, 2, 3 successes plus half again. So that's 4 plus another 1. That's 5. He needs to soak 5 weak.
Okay. Well, he gets 2 rolls, so.
And he dies.
So that's 3
Okay,
successes.
well he soaks 3, so you definitely hurt and yeah, you make him afraid. You beat the shit out of him.
He's asleep.
Yeah, you punch him in the jaw and you basically clock him unconscious.
And that is what Tamara will probably open her door to.
Hammer just like opens up the door, looks out into the street, and goes, "Oh, you got another one, Lue. You know, there's a lot of reasons why I like you."
And yes, he'll be very confused about the other one mentioned. And Lue will explain that this guy, he was offering a job and wanted him to go out to Ugly Yon and whatnot, and he just came over here to tell, Tamara that he was going away for a little while, but then he got really mean to Lue.
They're all really mean, aren't they?
Yes, very, very mean.
But there's still perhaps 4 more out in the village. If you happen to see any of the other ones, perhaps you could bring them here too.
Well, okay, I'll go look.
Okay. Mine.
I know I can always count on you, Luwei. And of course, the 2 guards up front will help drag the rat inside. I'm just gonna have a rat pile at the end of this.
All right, I'll roll my mind and observation. Luwei will
Okay.
look around the village at night. He has 1 success.
Okay.
He'll probably only find the worst of the bunch if he
Okay.
is really bad. But yes.
Well, with 1 success, you get the feeling that, yeah, there's eyes on you, but they're not engaging and they're probably staying away. But you can kind of, you know how the town or the village goes after it gets dark. Activity tends to cease pretty much, and unless it's around the tea house, there's not much going on. So, yeah, you can kind of tell that there's some weird activity going on, but they're not engaging. And if you keep kind of looking around, they will all basically go away. That was actually rather terrifying. So my family is not here. They're in New York visiting my brother, and a book just fell off of a bookcase.
Oh, so that was what that noise was.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That scared the hell out of me.
It's like, oh god, I'm gonna get my
It could
gun.
be the house settling, or it could be a serial murder.
No, it's from the bookshelf that's right across from me. It
Don't
just
be
fell
silly,
It
Griff.
just fell down.
Oh.
Who murders
That's the
cereal?
thing,
Oh, okay, that's an adrenaline rush right there. Okay. In any case, yeah, house alarm is on, so no worries here. Beyond that, yeah, the guards are kind of doing their normal dragnet, and yeah, things appear to be pretty quiet. So, unless somebody has something they want to interject here, the next day we'll roll over. Going once, twice, 3 times a lady.
So
yeah, I will sleep.
Actually, I do want to do one more thing before the end of the day. I want to see my young fox friend and see how he's doing after his scary day.
Yeah, Jaibe is pretty. He seems a little afraid, but he's not really sure what happened. But he's just happy to see you again. It's like, oh my god, this scary man. He smelled like bar and drinking.
Oh,
But yes, he seems okay.
yeah, I'll chat with him for a bit. I don't know if any of it would be relevant enough to role play, but
Yeah, just more like, oh yeah, no, there's my younger brother wants to make a new ball or something, but everybody seems afraid of something, and we just want to play and blah blah blah.
how big is his family?
Well, he was one of the slaves that you freed.
I know. I remember him and his mother. I didn't know he had a brother.
But yeah, it looks like it's a family of 4. So
Mother, father, and two babies, or mother and father and 3.
mother and 3.
Ah,
The father is
Wow.
not anywhere to be seen.
would he talk about that, or
If you ask him where his father is, he says, "Oh, he's passed away. He's in heaven."
oh,
He'll
so
say
you're
it like
single?
I'm in the
He's a
heavens now,
Vanderbilt.
with dragons and emperors, and so cool.
Well, he does say that when if he asks about his father, his mother will start to cry, so he doesn't ask about his. He just knows that he's in heaven.
Does his mother have any sort of trade?
Probably just I think. Well, well, realistically, probably she's just a peasant.
Just kind of a,
There's a lot of
it's
peasants.
like a farmer's wife.
Yeah, essentially. So she knows how to cook and clean and wash and tend
Yeah,
to
well,
children and run a
maybe
household.
maybe when my new house is built, I can take her on as my housekeeper. And
Yeah.
house her children.
Yeah, that would probably be something that she would be amenable to. I mean, right now, if you don't have a place to go, you can kind of. I think the bunkhouse is still being built, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they came in the group where we still had a few empty houses, so they might be in one of those. Probably based on the number of refugees we had, probably pretty cramped, maybe.
yeah. So I mean, some people are still living in tents. So
So yeah, I'll help them out once I have the means.
okay. Anything else to add, or
No,
okay? So
I'll just tell him to be careful with and make sure his family is safe with the threat looming.
So yeah, of course I will, Shang Lu Po. Somebody like you, big and strong about, I'm sure we'll be okay, but I'll take care of him. I'll give him a little of this and a little of that. And he starts jabbing in the.
Maybe I can teach you to fight sometime, kid.
You would? Yeah, he seems really excited about that idea.
Yeah.
But anybody else, or
For the rest of the day, I guess just checking in on the soldiers if they happen to have stumbled across anyone.
okay?
Because they are going to make sure that none of them leave or enter the town at this point. Because apparently nobody has observation. Just searching and
okay.
following tracks.
So it gets to be pretty late at night, and you hear a pretty big knock on the door, Tamara, just as you're finally getting some good sleep. And you kind of stagger down, and the guards / militia that you've been training and who spent the day working have in their hands 4 other rats.
She goes from sleepy and rubbing her eyes, looking in surprise, and then just utter joy.
Does she steeple all of her little finger hands together?
Oh yes, there are 4 pairs of hands just steepling together. Yes, this will do nicely. What a wonderful bunch of men to wake up to in the middle of the night.
So yeah, the guards say, "Ma'am, we caught them all.
We got him."
Oh, I can't think of any. This is the best work I've seen you all do yet. This is fantastic. Oh yes, bring them in. We're gonna tie them up just like the rest. I imagine that basement is getting a little full now.
Yeah,
We might have
and
to start putting them in the sex dungeon too now.
You have a sex dungeon?
Shh, we don't talk about that.
Oh my! But in any case, yeah, you've got 6 rats and a mercenary in your basement now, and the interrogations kind of go into the night, and as the day rolls over, it's revealed just kind of by roading and kind of by moving it forward a little that they were kind of sent out to kind of gather intelligence or just to see what's going on, what kind of preparations you're making, if you're gonna flee, how many people are here, that sort of thing. And it sounds as though Ugly Jan has his own plans.
Ooh, yes. Who knows Jan's plans? Please, speak up.
Say we don't know. We're just supposed to check on things, but we haven't come back yet. So I'm sure he's probably getting suspicious. You should let us go.
Oh, he's gonna get very suspicious. What do you think he would do next?
I don't know. We're not around we're not from around here. We're from Roljiang.
But you've been working with Jan for a while, haven't you?
Well, not a while, but there's all sorts of things that he could help. Just we're very good at getting information and very good about looking around and telling you all sorts of terrible secrets. Do you know you grind your teeth at night when you
Just
sleep?
sort of like scowls just a little bit. I don't need reminding about that one, but thank you. And she says with like a deep smile, and then like grinds her teeth a little bit.
See, the thing is that we've been keeping an eye out on things for a little while now, but as far as the preparation, he'd be very interested to know what you're going to do next.
Does he have more of the likes of you that he'll send?
Kind of shrugs his shoulders. I don't know, maybe. He seems more of the direct type sometimes.
I see. He's going to be very anxious. You all get to stay here, nice and safe, until this is all blown over.
He kind of shrugs and says, well, maybe that'll happen sooner than you think, lady.
Well, either way, if you sit and wait, it's win-win for you, isn't it?
Kind of
So be a darling.
nervously, wrings his hands, like, oh, man.
Alright, so it doesn't seem like they actually know anymore, or like can give any more real evidence here.
Nope, it seems as though that they're more,
Lackeys, really.
yeah, that they spy is probably too harsh of a word. Maybe snitch would be a more fitting career for these types.
Yeah, definitely. They're like beggar courier or something.
Yeah, but either way, they were sent out to kind of look into this and what you're doing a little bit.
And I guess, of course, I double-checked their numbers just to be sure. This many, right?
Yes, there's only 6 of us, he says. But I'm gonna say, for the sake of roading it, that unless Ning is there to offer her expertise, you might have to check to see if they're lying.
Well, I could always offer Ning around in the morning whenever she wakes up and just double-check on that.
Sure, why not?
Good, we can spend a little girl time together with, all the boys we have.
Oh my, you do have a sex dungeon.
Shh! It'll be a surprise for them.
So, Ning, do you want to do a detect lies skill check again?
Sure, why not? I have 2d6.
Okay. Okay.
And
well,
just 1 success.
Well, with 1 success, yeah, you can sift through their bullshit. You're pretty positive, like at least 80-90% sure that there's only 6 of them. They keep going back, like they lose track of their lies every once in a while, where it's like, and then you got us, or
One of them like
Instead
goes
of-
ahead and says like, "Oh yeah, there are hundreds of us here." Hundreds.
right? It just doesn't add up. So you're pretty confident that there's only 6.
That's at least a good thing.
As for the new day, yeah. Are you there, Yazi? Are you
No, yeah,
muted?
no, I'm here. You just
Okay.
broke up at the end of my name, so I didn't know if you were actually saying something else or not.
Oh, I was going to ask, how goes your progression on the poison? How long do you think it would take you to do that?
I don't think it actually takes time, because the poison isn't like a crafting thing. The poison actually comes from a respite gift that gets tapped
okay.
every day.
Okay.
It takes an hour.
First light, I guess. You want to start making this, or
Oh, I've been doing that. I always do all my crafting on rote. So,
okay,
like,
all right.
he specifically has enough. Like I said before, I have upgraded him with chemistry, so he has specifically enough to wrote 3 things, and I already have in my record the other 2 things he wrote. So the poison and 2 bottles of quack medicine are just the added that I'm throwing in to replace one of my other things.
Okay, sounds good. So you're able to make the poison relatively quickly, and what do you go and deliver it, or do you have somebody bring it somewhere?
It was
or...
my understanding that she was going to come here.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
she was going to go there. I'm not there. I'm building other things that you already know about.
right. So she will go, early in the morning, maybe around 10 o'clock or something. She'll get there really early, accompanied by her, her followers, and kind of check up on things. But as soon as you have it crafted, she'll take it and say, "I have to go. We have to go now."
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Ryu will just pass it off.
Okay. So she takes the poison, and then the group of them basically run as quickly as they can, which is harder for her to do because she's 6 months pregnant. But they leave the village. And what is everybody else doing in the meantime for the first half of it?
Checking on that construction.
Construction goes pretty smoothly. The defenses are going pretty quickly. How fast you're moving. Things seem to be going well. As far as people running away, it seems as though there's more of a feeling of, no, we have to kind of stick around a little bit and maybe stay and fight. The people who wanted to go have left, and occasionally you'll actually see maybe 2 or 3 or 4 people from Roljiang roll into town who used to live there and say, "Oh, well, we're coming back."
Oh, well, the help is definitely appreciated. And, after checking on the construction, I might try to, at least rally the people who might still be panicking and, deciding, do they stay or fight, to at least whatever they decide to do, to work together so they don't become a target as well.
Okay. Roll them bones.
Okay. I guess I will roll same thing as before, presence and, leadership.
That's right.
So we're gonna roll 2d8 plus 2d6 and plus, you know what? I'll make it a slight order. Whatever they decide to do, please do it in an orderly fashion together. We are one village together, and our strength is as one. So I'll go ahead and throw that in. Should I throw fast talk in as well?
Sure.
Okay, so let's go ahead and throw in 2d12s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow, you succeed in kind of as the group kind of looks up at you from the morning labors, and they all sort of turn to listen to you kind of make your, today is our Independence Day speech, or your Gettysburg address. They all sort of stop and listen to you talk about, how we should stay, and if you are going to leave, be careful about it, for heaven's sake, because there's worse things in the world than
It's Toddy, that's worse.
It's Toddy, yeah. But yes, you do such a good job that there's actually a slow clap, and people who want to have left are gone, and everybody works together with a much more renewed sense of purpose.
Hooray!
Ning, you are approached by the Skunk Sisters.
Yes.
One of the sisters looks down at her feet, and she seems rather embarrassed, and the other says, Ning, we've decided that we're not going to sell, haven't we? And the other sister says, yes, we've decided not to sell. So we're going to stick it out here, and we definitely want to stay and work with you on, some future endeavors, but assuming our grandfather's tea house isn't destroyed in the incoming battle, we'd be honored to work with you. Yes, we would.
And I will be honored to work with you.
And-
Do you plan on evacuating or just staying here?
They say, no, we're going to stay here. We have to stay to protect what our family fought for generations to build. I mean, we were just petty. My grandfather was just a petty laborer until he decided to come here and just had nothing but a couple of mugs and a keg, and that's it. But he built this place. We have to defend it. It's part of our lineage.
Very well. I will definitely lend a hand in that endeavor.
So, Mei Ling and Zhu Ying decide that they need to board the windows up. They need to get as many supplies ready as they can. They need to, get buckets of water or anything else that they can do to keep themselves, keep the tea house and the inn from either burning down or being destroyed. So they have work to do as well. What about-
Actually, I will implement a bit of my plan, and I will seek a not busy-looking child.
Oh, you mean Lena's boyfriend, Fang Jin?
No, I am looking for a kid to go and spread some news for me.
Okay. Well, for the sake of brevity, not levity, Jai Bei is sort of milling about in the woodpile. So you keep your eyes, you look around, you see Jai Bei kind of getting up.
Yes. So I will entice him with a few coppers and send him out to spread the news that the tea house is damn, what's the word?
Under new management? Open for business.
No. Recruiting laborer.
So close.
There's a new employer in town, and it's the tea house. Okay.
And it's much shittier than the other ones.
So he will, of course, be glad to do that. He'll be glad to run around yelling and talking and laughing and having a good time telling everybody that the tea house is looking for new laborers.
And that's about it.
Okay. How about you, Lu Wei? Do you go see the doctor again? Or how about Ning? Do you go and see Brother P? Oh, am I still here?
Yeah, I saw Avery's light up, so didn't hear anything though.
Still with us, Avery?
I was just thinking, so yes, I will definitely go and ask Father Pierre to maybe this time.
Okay. He will, of course, say, "Of course, let's pray together, and by the mercy of Heloise to cure you of these terrible injuries." That's 2. That's 3. And let's see what he's up against.
Let's see, last time Heloise spited you. And Heloise spites you again. I don't think you have much piety in you, Ning.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Just like the last time, I will donate and thank Father Pierre for his.
Says, "Oh, you're very welcome, and I thank you for your continued. But you should come to services. We would love to see you." But that's true. As for Lu Wei, Do you visit the doctor again? Are you muted?
No, he's busy pushing books off your shelf using the force.
Well, in any case, if there's doctor visits, what need to be done, I'm saying you should probably do it for reasons. So, and I don't hear anybody. So, okay. Well, I think I'm having weird connections every once in a while too, because Discord will make noises at me.
I mean, you sound fine to me.
Okay. Either way.
Usually when I hear you break off, it's like a push-to-talk issue. Like, you're just not getting the last of your sentence out. You're not breaking up as a normal Discord issue.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought someone was handling the doctor thing, so it was odd that no one said anything.
Yeah. So, okay. Well,
Well,
that's fine.
Or maybe Tamara could just like intercept that one and just like check on the patient because she is curious about talking to her as well.
What are you talking about? There's only Tor has been the only person going to the doctor. So I don't know what patient you're talking about.
There's Murreich, the wolf.
I don't
Pagan
know
lady.
who that is. Oh, that person. I didn't know they were seeing the doctor. Oh, right, that's right. They went there.
Right, just things kind of went tits up afterwards. So she hasn't had a chance to really do it herself.
Yes, Louis. So, do you go to see the doctor again?
Yes, yes, of course. One success.
Yep.
It was 24 you needed to reach for.
Yep.
Okay, I'm 3 away. So if I have a warm bath tonight,
I do have on good authority that today Ryu has 2 bottles of quack medicine.
It'll cure what ails you.
And you do
You have
know
2
that
bottles. One of them's death. One of them's medicine. Your choice.
being a member of the town of Yuchin, you have a significant discount.
no, I'll wait. I could also just sleep and eat 2 days and then reach the same. It's not like we're being attacked tonight.
Actually, I have it on real good authority that apparently we might be.
Oh.
She did say it's very important to see the doctor now if you're going to do it. Tells me something.
Well, if that's the case, then fine. I will take your quack medicine.
Let's
Now,
see.
is this the sort of thing where you have to roll like a d6 to see if it works?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it is, but I gotta double check. I already got the
Uh,
book open, but, it takes a minute to search the word quack. Specifically, I was just trying to find out how much it costs. Apparently, I didn't put it down on my Yuchin discount list. Alright, here we are. Care, medicine, quack. Include will dice with healing. So I guess you'd only have use of 1.
Well, you can still roll that will.
let me see.
Special oil made from snakes that will cure.
And it'll only cost you 4.5 boo.
Does me no good.
Wow, that was a waste of your money, wasn't it?
It's almost like it was.
I demand a
simple.
refund.
It is
I feel
quack
defrauded. I didn't
medicine.
even get-
Just making a note down here of 4.5 boo added to my funds. Yeah, unfortunately, it's only good medicine. That gives you a +1 automatically, and I had to use that slot for the poison, so.
So, as the day progresses, and it gets. We can assume another day will go by. As things will happen in the evening, no. So
Okay. Tamara might do a walk around town, check on the patient, and then maybe go visit the brother that she brought to the village. I keep forgetting like what his full name is every
Brother
time.
Pierre.
Father Pierre.
Pierre. Yes. He's tending to people who have their normal injuries and sicknesses and whatnot, but he's also preparing like a makeshift like hospital, I guess you could say. And so he's got some cots that he's managed to put together. He's preparing bandages and getting like basins full of water that can be heated up for fuel, or hot water and fuel for that, and all that sorts of stuff.
Just for reference, how long did it take to get from here to Rolziang?
It takes about 3 days.
Okay.
By boat.
Well, going upriver, yeah.
Well, no, we're heading downriver to head to the Ruziang. It
Oh,
takes
but-
longer.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so even the boat would take a bit too long at this point.
Well, assuming, because we're only 3 days into what you assumed to be 4 days left. However, it does sound like something's about to happen tonight.
Right.
I don't know, just catch that in the air.
So Tom Regin is there to, quote, pray to literally anyone who will listen for this village right now.
He will, of course, take you. You say, okay, yes, of course, we can pray together, and he and the makeshift hospital that he has all pray to Heloise and say, by your guiding light, let us pray, and that the evil that besets this village is thwarted by your brilliant and cleansing light. And he, of course, like there's some battle hymns thrown in there. He has opted not to join the fight physically unless it gets to the hospital. So
Right. But Tom Regin's question to him right now is, if any of the soldiers get hurt, could they return here and be patched up and sent straight back into the...
he does have.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's capable of yet.
He does have the gift of where it's like if you can rally and then cure hurt.
Right. Yeah,
So he
that's
has that
exactly
ability.
the kind of thing
Yeah,
that's
the
really
basic
helpful.
white magic one.
Mm-hmm.
And she will go ahead and inform him. I plan to have a rally point off by the lumber mill. That's where I'll have my reinforcements. And if any of my soldiers get injured, I might send them there first. But if you decide to stay back here, I'll have them run over here.
Well, whatever. If I can keep the distance down, even better, because that way we can keep them in the fight quicker. So I will position myself accordingly.
Alright, so I'm going to write down here on reinforcements, Father Pierre.
About what time of the day is it right now?
It's probably maybe 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Let's say we started a normal medieval work hour, which I assume to be like 6 a.m.
Well, yeah, shortly thereafter, sunup.
So that would be what, 4, 6, 8, 2 more hours. Alright, 2 more hours to go. Actually, 1 more hour to go. Does anything happen in the next hour?
Within the next hour, no.
Alright, well, in 1 hour, the cart with the 2 destiers are going to leave the alchemist shop and reconvene back at the blacksmith.
Okay.
Where
That
within...
goes-
Sorry, you go ahead.
That goes off without a hitch.
Yeah, alright. And then half an hour later, the cart is going to head back across town to the alchemist shop, loaded down with a light cannon on the back.
Aha!
Oh, we did get one. I'd still say we should have gone for the mortars, but the cannon's real good.